Hey, good afternoon, everyone. This is Audrey here. Welcome to Audrey's Reading Area. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be reading, it's quite a sensitive book. It's called My Grandma Has AIDS. It's Annisha's story. Before I read this book, there's a little excerpt in the back. The author, by the way, the author is a story by Valerie Reeder-Bey and Annisha Monic Wilburn. It's actually a true story. They left some, not really instructions, but some words for the readers. It says, gotta pause this. Here it goes. It says how to use this book. It says, I feel that it's very important to begin educating children early about HIV and AIDS. This book can help you approach the subject. As you turn the pages of this book with your child, you can help him or her understand that it is safe to hold hands, hug, and kiss a loved one who is infected. When reading this book together with your child, explain to him or her that HIV is the virus that causes AIDS. HIV stands for the human immunodeficiency virus, and AIDS stands for acquired immune deficiency syndrome. Tell your child that viruses are a type of germ that can make people sick. Other types of viruses may cause the common cold or flu. The body can get rid of most viruses. Unfortunately, it cannot get rid of HIV. HIV stays in the body for a lifetime. Over many years, HIV infection causes AIDS. HIV and AIDS are increasing in both men and women of Black, African, and Hispanic Latino descent. It is important to know about transmission of HIV and its treatment. When people with HIV learn about treatment options and have a treatment plan, they may stay healthy and live longer. And this book also has a message for the parents. I'm going to read that also. When my 2-year-old granddaughter, Annisha, came to live with me, I knew I had to tell her what was going on with my health. I was single and somewhat afraid that I would get sick and she would not know what to do or who to call. I wanted to be the one to explain HIV and AIDS to her in a way that she would understand and not be afraid. Since then, I have met many other children who have a parent, grandparent, or other family members or friend who is HIV positive or has AIDS. Because children need to know that they can still do wonderful things with family members or friends without being afraid, Annisha and I wrote My Grandma Has AIDS, Annisha's story, a colorfully illustrated book for children. So I begin this story. Hi, my name is Annisha. This is a story about my grandma. She is real special to me. My grandma is just like any other grandma. My grandma has AIDS. My grandma does all the grandma things with me, like she helps me brush my teeth and put my clothes on. Sometimes grandma takes me rollerblading. When I fall down, she picks me up and gives me a big hug. Grandma lets me sleep in her great big bed with her. There is so much room, so I cuddle up real close to her and stay warm. She helps me make breakfast in the morning. After we eat, Grandma helps me get ready for school. When Grandma drops me off at school on her way to work, I always kiss her goodbye and tell her I love her. When I get home from school, Grandma helps me do my homework. I study hard so I can go to college when I grow up. Sometimes Grandma reads me stories. And we color too. Grandma talks about AIDS so people will not be afraid. I know I cannot get AIDS by loving my grandma or by doing any of the other things we do together. I know that if my friend has AIDS, I cannot catch it by being their friend. We can hold hands and hug too. We can talk on the phone and play together. Every night I say my prayers. I ask God to please take care of my grandma so she can take care of me. I love my grandma very much. At school, I tell my friends to be nice and help people with AIDS. I tell them about my grandma and how she does not look sick at all. Her doctor told her that people are living with HIV and AIDS with the help of all the new medication. I help my grandma remember to take her pills so she feels good. My grandma got married to my new grandpa. Now we live in a big house with a big yard and lots of dogs. We are happy. We are a very happy family, and we love each other very much. Thank you guys for listening. Once again, this is My Grandma Has AIDS, Annisha's story. Story by Valerie, Reeder-Bey, and Annisha, Monic, Wilburn. Please join in again tomorrow, 2:00.